Go. Cut. Go.
So my name is Taras Zeman. I'm with Superior Windows and Doors, and I'm gonna present to you a step-by-step repair process on the Windows system for 43 Green Phase 2. The reason why we are doing these repairs is we have continuous failures on the negative pressure testing, and it is because the manufacturer has not followed United States norm for the negative pressure testing, but he prepared the windows for European norm with the positive pressure and just drain screen testing. In order to meet the requirements for the negative pressure testing, we do have to do some injections with sealants into the cavities that need to be filled, plus some additional improvements to the overall system, mostly with the operational sash of the window and then the glazing below the sash and on the side of the sash. We have came up with a step-by-step process that we have documented with a PDF, as well as a check-off list that will be on each window. And as we are completing each step on these repairs, we will mark it off and date it, so we know that we have completed all the steps needed in order to pass the window negative pressure test on all the windows. On this project, we have 3 different types of windows. We have this double wide window with a large operational sash and 2 fixed panels. We also have windows that do not have this side fixed sash. Side fixed panel. It's basically just the operational sash and the lower glass. And then we have some windows that are about half of the width of this sash, also with just sash and the glass below. The steps are gonna be uniform for all the windows, and they gotta be followed precisely, step by step, in order to perform these repairs according to our proposed directions. So step number 1 will be opening the window. We have to remove the center sash gasket, which is just pressure fitted into the frame. We have to remove a corner gasket components, and we have to remove a side center sash gasket about 12 inches up on either side of the sash. Next step will be cleaning up the caulking in the corners in the joinery in operational sash, and that is to basically provide a clear visual for our repairs to be seen. Once the cleaning is done, we proceed with drilling the holes so we can perform injection of sealants into the cavities. Our problems are with this vertical joint and this horizontal joint over here. By penetrating into the inner cavities of the frame, we will be able to inject the sealants into concealed cavities below this frame, below this mullion, on top of this horizontal mullion, where we are getting same leaks in multiple occasions from previous testings. So we will be drilling 45-degree diagonal hole in the center of the frame, about 2 inches up from the horizontal mullion in the center of the frame, and then also on the interior part of the frame, just behind the trim of the window. Then we will going to be drilling another diagonal hole about on the center of the weep hole, right here, going 45 degrees towards this corner right here. There is a chamber in this mullion we have to penetrate 2 sets of walls to be able to get to the top of this mullion right here. Our issue is with this joint, and that's where we need to inject all of our sealant. We will do the same diagonal bores on the opposite side of the sash. We're gonna do the same diagonal bore on the horizontal mullion as well on the opposite side. And then we have 2 different scenarios for this type of window and for the same width window without the fixed panel next to it. We are doing total of 6 holes on the horizontal mullion. For the narrower style windows, we are only doing the 2 diagonals and 1 vertical in the center of the horizontal mullion. So once we have these diagonals drilled, then we are doing 1 vertical in the center of the sash directly against this weep hole right here, and then we are doing another 2 verticals directly against these 2 locking points. That is gonna give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, it's 5. It's 5 holes. Kuan, you wanna proceed with drilling?
Okay. So I'm going to first clean out the corner of
Oh.
the holes.
Drill the holes. The cleaning.
I'm going to pre-drill with this first. Just 1 layer.
Angle, angle,
Angle.
Angle.
45.
big angle, more angle.
45 degrees.
Like that.
There you go. That's it. So first he drills with a smaller diameter drill bit. Second hole is gonna be with a 3/8 inch drill bit, which is our desired size for the injections.
I think with just the first hole with the big one, no? Because we got the.
Oh, you for the top has to be
Yeah,
3/8.
so
The bottom could be
Smaller,
1/4 inch
yeah.
because we have an injector. Okay. Then drill a couple of these over here.
Okay. So in this
So
direction.
direct vertically,
So this goes straight, right?
straight down. 1, 2. He stops with the two penetrations. He's basically in the cavity between this mullion and this mullion. All right. And then drill one of these 45-degree holes, about 2 inches up.
Like in here.
Yeah.
Another one here.
And 45 degrees.
Down, but you gotta cross
Angle.
the second layer.
Yeah.
There's no second one.
There's no
Oh, this
second
is
layer.
just one. Okay. See.
This one just go all the way down.
All the way down to the
and then
corner.
it's coming back.
Got it. All right. Once the holes are drilled, we're gonna blow them out with a air blower.
But I mean, I think the key is you wanted to try and angle that tip down this way when you inject it. Is that
Correct.
correct?
Yes, that is correct. We are basically needing that injection to fill in this joinery, and this joinery. Okay, once the penetrations are complete, we start filling up and injecting from one of the side of the operational sash. We first inject the holes for the vertical mullion. Then we continue with injecting the horizontal mullion from one side and continue filling each borehole as we go. The important thing that we have missed on the previous injections is we need to use a peg once we fill each hole in order to keep the caulking keep the sealant when it's being injected under the pressure, so it can spread into all the cavities that are concealed below the mullion, so they can fill in all the concealed cavities throughout. And that peg is basically stopping the additional or excess caulking to ooze out from already previously filled boreholes. So we can basically fill in under pressure all boreholes going all the way across the mullion and fill in the entire lower cavity of this mullion right here, this vertical, and this vertical right here. So it would look like basically going from here caulking gun. Just a second. So you will be basically injecting under the 45 degree, injecting into the two cavities first. Once they are filled up and we can start seeing some of the sealant in an adjacent borehole or in the joinery, we can stop filling up, fill it all the way to the top of the hole or to the edge of the hole, and then plug the hole with the peg. And then continue filling on the next borehole, and then next borehole. And as we go, keep injecting the pegs into the hole so we can keep the sealant that's in within the cavity of the window under the pressure with injections, so we can fill in all these holes and basically spread that caulk throughout all the joints. So we would fill in all the way across the window, all 5 holes on the horizontals and all 4 holes on the vertical. Once this is done, the pegs could be removed and all excess caulk that oozed out either in the joinery within the window cavity, in the vertical or horizontal joinery needs to be cleaned up and tooled into an acceptable finish, so the sealant is spread through all the joints. Then the pegs could be removed basically, and the excess caulk could be tooled. We also need to caulk and tool the back side of this from this portion to the top. We need to caulk the back side of this joint because it is open to airflow, and that is where we getting some of the leaks in the testing. So we basically clean this up with a cleaner and then apply sealant and tool it to a smooth finish and make sure there is no penetrations, no holes in that joint. Once the injections are finished in the sash area, we proceed with putting back the center gasket. We have to do 6 inches of a sealant applied under the gasket on the sides of the window, under the corner. Very small line of sealant, so it could seal the gasket to the window, and there cannot be any airflow underneath this or water penetrating underneath this gasket. Once the caulk joint is applied, then the corner could be applied as well, pressed into place, and then the gasket needs to be glued together with a super glue to create a uniform bond. And that would be continuous across the whole horizontal and partial of the vertical sash gasket. Manufacturer has also provided us with additional gasket for interior part of the frame. That looks like this, and that gets installed right here into this joint, or into this channel. You have the it just gets pressed in.
Just press.
This gasket provides additional air tightness when the window sash is closed. The rim of the sash seals to this gasket and provides the additional tightness, so we are not losing any airflow through the sash of the window. This gasket gets installed on all 4 sides of the window, so all the way around the perimeter of the sash on the interior. In addition to that, we also will install wedges. Manufacturer has provided plastic wedges that get mounted directly to the frame about 1 inch up from the bottom corner of the operational sash with the self-tapping fasteners. These wedges oh, it's broken.
It's broken.
Two fasteners each, and there is going to be 1 wedge on each side of the sash. These wedges are there to help to keep the sash exactly in the center of the window opening. We have in the past tests failed where the sash was slightly shifted to one side, and we would create a leak on the side that was a little bit open. So these wedges will help to keep the sash in the center of the opening. These steps will conclude all needed steps to repair the operational sash of the window. We still have to do additional work on the lower fixed panel and the side panel as well. And I did forget that we do have to do sealant around the glazing on the operational sash as well. We have to remove the gasketing, the trim on the sides and the bottom of the sash. We have to clean up any kind of debris that's underneath the gasketing by the glazing, and then we gotta apply a sealant to seal the glazing into a window frame 12 inches up from the bottom corner of the sash on either side, and the entire bottom of the sash, tool it to perfection so we have a tight seal between the glass and the frame. We have to caulk over any shims that are in the way, or cut them shorter so they should be caulked over so there is no penetration through the shim. That concludes the operational sash repairs. Now to the lower fixed panel repairs. In order to make all the repairs for the lower fixed panel, we have to remove all 4 sides of gasketing, all 4 sides of the glazing trim. We actually have to remove the glazing the glazing from the sash, from the frame. Clean up the entire cavity. We have to do apply a sealant in all 4 corners of the frame to seal the joinery, and tool it all the way to the front face of the window frame. We have to do some additional bore holes and injections.
Don't forget the holes that are in here.
Oh, yes. Oh, and also there is 3 to 4 holes that are holding this horizontal mullion together with the second horizontal mullion that have penetration through this horizontal. We do have to seal all those holes. So we inject into those holes. The holes are already there, and we tool them to smooth finish. For the bores, for injections at the lower sash, we do need to do two 45-degree bore holes about 2 inches up from each corner and 2 inches sideways from each corner. Here and here. For the single window, for this type of window, we have to do 2 in this corner, and we have to do 1 in the vertical mullion from each side, and then we have to do another 2 in this corner and in this corner. The reason for these injections is we had some leakage in joinery, in the corner joinery of the mullions and horizontal joinery of this vertical mullion as well. So that's why we are doing bore holes and injections on these mullions. Then we can proceed with reinstalling the glass back into the opening. Put it back. We put the glass back into the opening, clean up the edges, and then we seal all 4 sides around the entire perimeter of the fixed panel. Tool it to perfection, clean any edges, caulk over any shims to create a uniform seal around the entire sash, entire piece of glass. And that goes for single window of this size or for the narrow window as well. For this type of window, we also have the side light that is fixed. We have to remove the side trim and the bottom trim for the bore holes, but also we are caulking 12 inches up from the bottom of the glazing on the sides, and we are caulking entire bottom of the glass to seal the glazing to the frame. Seal over all the shims. Once the sealant is finished, the trims and the gasketing can be reapplied, and the repairs to the windows are complete. Once the repairs are complete, we still have several other steps that we gotta do. We have to check alignment and adjustment on all the locking points around the sash. There is several of them. On this size of the window, we have 4 different locking points that need to be checked for the pressure and adjustment and correct alignment. We have to make sure that each window has minimum 2 limiters. Well, it had not minimum, that each window has 2 limiters, and the limiters are correctly set to maximum of 4 inches. We actually set them to about 3 3/4 inches for safety. It hasn't been done on this floor yet, but
I looked.
yeah. Okay, we'll check it again. And then once these steps are done, we also have to check if all the weave covers on the exterior of the window has been installed. On the sash, there is 2 on the sash and multiple on the bottom of the window frame. That is checked from interior. And then we proceed with a functionality test of the window. The window has to operate smoothly, opening and closing without any drags, and the locking handle has to operate smoothly as well without any major force, and the locking points have to lock directly to locking points on the sash. Once that is complete, we proceed with installation of the window screen, which we are preparing mock-up currently for, and it will be done like a finished step.
Cut.
Got it.